Hello YouTube, this is Super Soldier, and today I'm bringing a deck tech for Naya humans. Now this is going to be my deck in standard, so yeah, well, and the reason is I'm not showing the cards like my previous 4 deck techs is because I do not have all the money in the world to spend on magic cards. So I just thought I could get a recording software, and I got a recording software, and now I can make deck techs on my computer using Cockatrice, which is also free. I'm also gonna bring some gameplay on Cockatrice. But yeah, so I can make really expensive decks on Cockatrice, and professional level decks, or just really good decks on Cockatrice, and show you guys instead of having to go out and trade for the cards and buy the cards. So I can make more videos in a less amount of time. So let's get into this. This is gonna replace my red deck wins deck, and the land base, you have 4 Razor Verge Thickets. I don't know. Well, if you can see that up here or whatever when you go, if you can see up there. So that just gets some green white. Sun Petal Grove, again, more green white. 4 Razor Verge Thickets, 4 Sun Petal Grove, 4 Rootbound Crag, 2 plains, 2 mountains, and 6 forests. Now all these lands are necessary because you're going to be getting them a lot, and you're also going to need, and you might think, oh, I only have 2 plains, I only have 2 mountains. When you think about it, you have Rootbound Crags, Sun Petal Groves, and Razor Verge Thickets to make up for it, and also you have Birds of Paradise to get more land of any color. So, and then for your creature base, we have 4 Champion of Lambholt. This is an amazing card that came out with Avacyn. Oh, and by the way, this deck is all Innistrad Avacyn restored except for Oblivion Ring, and the lands. So Razor Verge Thicket's probably going to go out with Scars block, but then you can just replace that with some other, you can replace that with more plains and forests. Sun Petal Grove is probably going to be recopied, and same with Rootbound Crag. It's probably going to be recopied. So really, you're only going to lose Razor Verge Thicket and Oblivion Ring. So yeah. But the creature base, 4 Champion of Lambholt. This is an amazing card because you're going to be able to get her up super quick with cards like Thatcher Revolt and Gather the Townsfolk. And when you get her up to such a high level or such a high power, none of their creatures are going to be able to block. So you have Thatcher Revolts that are being pumped by mares, and they're all being pumped by Cathar's Crusades, and yeah, and then you can all swing in for tons of damage with the Champion of Lambholt, and then the rest of your creatures. So then you have 2 Zealous Conscripts, and this is again another game winner because when he comes into play, you gain control of target permanent until end of turn. You untap that, it gains haste. So say they have a giant bomb out there, like I don't know, let's just say they have Gisela or something, and next turn they're gonna win, or I don't know, just they have a giant bomb out there. You can just drop him, take them, swing. You're probably gonna have them out, so they can't even block any of your creatures. And depending on which card you take, it's gonna win you the game. Then you have 2 Thalias, and the reason I have these is because this deck is based on creatures. So this deck is based on creatures, and if you're facing a control deck, then it's gonna always make them cost 1 more mana to attack. You have 4 Doomed Travelers, again, just to pump up your champion, and your parish, both champions. You have 4 Avacyn's Pilgrim to get more land, and I know they're only 1/1s, but turn 4, they're probably gonna be really high because of Mares of Aberbrooks. Then you have 4 Birds of Paradise, again, just to get that mana out, just to get tons more mana. And then 2 Cathar's Crusades. This is again an amazing card because I dropped him. I had champion, one of each champion, 2 mares, a Doomed Traveler, and an Avacyn's Pilgrim, or 2 Avacyn's Pilgrims. And the next turn, I played 1 Gather the Townsfolk and 1 Thatcher Revolt, and that just pumped all my creatures up. So this deck is really good at pumping really fast. Actually, by turn 3, I did 15 damage once. And then you have 2 Oblivion Rings, again, just for removal. So then for sorcery, you have 2 Thatcher Revolts and 4 Gather the Townsfolk, just to pump you up your champions. The Thatcher Revolts most people didn't even know this would be available. Like most people didn't even think this would be good in standard, but you're not gonna want to play it like turn 1 or not turn 1, turn 3 unless you have like mares out, because I dropped him once and I got 3/4/4s with haste, and with champion it was like 8/8, and he couldn't even block my creatures because of champion of Lamhold's ability. He didn't have any creatures with 8 power, so I swung in for a 20 right there, plus all the other. Yeah, it was awesome. So I'm gonna start a game real quick, and I'm just going to show you what a hand should look like. So this hand, I would not keep it because you don't have a champion on turn 1, but I'm gonna keep it just for time's sake. Oh, and you have all this right here. Cockatrice is just really cool. So you play the land and whatever, and then you go to your next draw. Again, so I probably should have mulliganed. So actually, I'm just gonna take a mulligan. I lied. I want to restart. Sorry about that. So I'm just gonna shuffle. Yeah, I haven't lost a single game with this on Cockatrice. So I would keep this hand. I actually really would, just because, yeah, this is actually a good hand. So forest out, and then next draw step. Again, I'm acting like there's not even anyone else playing. And then you go for Rootbound Crag, or not Rootbound Crag. Sorry about that. Sunpetal Grove. Get out your champion of the parish, and then the next turn, untap, step, you draw another forest, lay down your Rootbound Crag just to get that red source in, and then right now I'm probably well, let's see. This turn I could play a Gather the Townsfolk and get 2/1/1s, or I could play Champion of Lamhold, and whenever a creature comes into. Okay, I'm gonna go with the champion. So that becomes a 2/2. And he's swinging for 18, or swinging for 2. So then you untap, you draw another gather. So then in this hand you would tap all 4, play a gather, so you get two. You would get, so then this would be 4. This would be 3. Plus you're gonna play a mare, so this becomes 5. This becomes 4. Each of these become 2. That's already swinging in for 9 right there, and they probably won't have, by turn 4, they might not have a 4/4 yet. So then next turn, good, another land. Again, same play, you just another mare. So now this is a 6/6. This is a 5/5. This is a 3/3. This is a 3/3. This is a 2/2. This is a 2/2. And then you have a Gather the Townsfolk, or another Gather the Townsfolk for for 2 more creatures, or 2 more tokens, and then these go up by a ton, and you pretty much just swing in for the win right now, because that'll be like a 7 or 8, and you pretty much just win because they can't block it because of its ability. So yeah, this is a really good deck. Subscribe if you want to see more gameplay, you want to see more deck techs. Like the video if you like the deck, and comment if you have any ways I can improve. Thank you for watching. This is Super Soldier, and peace out.